Good morning, students. In the last session, we studied about human capital formation and the sources of human capital formation. Today, we are going to discuss about the relationship between human capital and economic growth. Who contributes more to national income? A worker in a factory or a software professional? We know that the labor skill of an educated person is more than that of an uneducated person, and that the former generates more income than the latter. Economic growth means the increase in real national income of a country. Naturally, the contribution of the educated person to economic growth is more than that of an illiterate person. Education provides knowledge to understand changes in society and scientific advancements, thus, facilitate inventions and innovations. The availability of educated labor force facilitates adoption of new technologies. Similarly, if a healthy person could provide uninterrupted labor supply for a longer period of time, thus health is also important factor for economic growth. Both education and health, along with many other factors like the on the job training, job market information, and migration, increase an individual's income generating capacity. This enhanced productivity of human beings or human capital contributes to economic growth. Human capital and human development. Human capital is considered as education as and health as a means to increase labor productivity. Human capital treat human beings as a means to an end, the end being the increase in productivity. In this view, any investment in education and health is unproductive if it does not enhance output of goods and services. This concept is profit oriented. Human development is based on the idea that education and health are integral to human well being because only when people have the ability to read and write and the ability to lead a long and healthy life, they will be able to make other choices which they value. In the human development perspective, human beings are ends in themselves. Human welfare should be increased through investments in education and health, even if such investment do not result in higher labor productivity. In such a view, every individual has a right to get basic education and basic health care. That is, every individual has a right to be literate and lead a healthy life, which is not profit oriented. Need for government intervention in education and health sectors. Expenditures on education and health make substantial long term impact and they cannot be easily reversed. Hence, government intervention is essential. For instance, once a child is admitted to a school or healthcare center where the required services are not provided, before the decision is taken to shift the child to another institution, substantial amount of damage would have been done. Moreover, individual consumers of these services do not have complete information about the quality of services and their cost. In this situation, the providers of education and health service acquire monopoly power and are involved in exploitation. In a developing country like India, the large section of the population living below the poverty line, many people cannot afford to access basic education and healthcare facilities. A substantial section of population cannot afford to reach super specialty healthcare and higher education. Basic education and health care is a right of the citizen. So, it is essential that government should provide education and health services free of cost for the deserving citizens and those from socially oppressed classes.